When it comes to art challenges like Inktober, daily sketches, draw December, there's a huge taboo around it in the art world. Established artists think it's for children, they think it's dumb and they don't take it serious. And truth be told, that is partially how I looked at art challenges myself as well. But I'm very much aware that this perspective is extremely childish, which doesn't surprise me at all because I'm a childish person at best. And so I thought it would be nice to challenge the taboo and think about the benefits of art challenges and why we should consider participating in them. The first benefit provided by these art challenges is that they can help you to develop the most important skill in the world, the skill of starting. Oftentimes taking your car and driving to the gym is the hardest part of the workout. This is because of something called decision fatigue. Decision fatigue refers to the deteriorating quality of your decisions the more decisions you make. In other words, it means that the more decisions you make, the harder it becomes to make more decisions. One way art challenges can help with this is that they take away or can take away the amount of decisions that you need to make in order to start creating. They do this by simply making a lot of those decisions for you. And so what happens in many art challenges is that you will find that the medium, the materials, the colors, or even sometimes the topics are already provided for you so that you don't have to think about any of those things and you can just start creating. And if you need some inspiration, you just check the hashtags of the challenge and see what others are creating, and that hopefully inspires you. And in that sense, challenges are something like writing prompts but for visual artists. Now, will following a prompt result in revolutionizing original artworks that change the course of your art career? Of course not. But they will get you to start creating, and that is what you need to do in order to make revolutionizing artworks afterwards. The truth about starting is that you don't need to be great in order to start, but you have to start in order to be great. And so because of this, I do think that art challenges can help you in the first 20 minutes of your studio time to get you moving in the right direction. The second benefit is that by participating in art challenges, you introduce a sense of community in your art practice, because we all know that making art can be a very lonely place where you paint alone in your studio without any human contact. And participating in collective art challenges can be a tool to fight that solitude. You can, for example, easily comment on other artists' their posts with positive feedback on their expression of that particular challenge, and then in that way connect with them. You might even find artists who had a very similar idea as you had with that particular art challenge, which is the ideal conversation starter, which might result in a really nice connection afterward. The third benefit is that besides people, you might also discover new colors, such as like button blue, for example, which is a color you will discover if you take part in the Like All Dries Ketels His YouTube Videos challenge, which also helps a lot with the algorithm, so thank you very much. The fourth benefit is that some challenges will challenge your current skill level, and by doing so, of course, improving your skills. And not just improving your skills, but also improving your work ethic by providing you with daily challenges that you then have to take on. And as we all know, daily practice makes perfect. And on top of that, sometimes these daily challenges can result in some real money as well. If you take Bieber, for example, he's an artist that participated in a daily artwork challenge and created one artwork a day for 5,000 days, which equals to about 10 to 15 years or something. And then eventually he sold a collection of all those artworks called Every Day's the First 5,000 Days for $69 million, which would have never happened if he didn't start it with that daily artwork challenge in the first place. The fifth benefit is that art challenges can be a great way to expand your audience. Here's the thing, these art challenges come with their own ready-made audiences, meaning that if you have a post that is somehow trending within that community, you might gain some extra fans. And some of these art challenges can drive way more traffic than you expect. If you look at Inktober, for example, you see that during the peak month of October, more than 600,000 people are searching for that keyword on Google. And during the lowest month of the year, like February, there are still 18,000 people searching for the word Inktober. And so participating in art challenges can definitely increase your audience by a lot. Although I do think that it's going to be much easier to have a trending project when you already have an existing audience. And so this might not be a tactic for everyone. The sixth benefit is that art challenges create new opportunities for museums, galleries, and even artists to make the art world experience more interactive and social. If you're a museum, you could, for example, through art challenges, encourage people to take pictures or do something creative in the museum and then share their work through hashtags on social media. Now, this would result in, first of all, free advertisement for the institution, as well as a way for people to meet and network with each other. This might even be the answer against the networking threat that galleries and museums are facing, because we all know that the old ways of networking and meeting people are kind of dying. I mean, why would you dress up and do your makeup to then drive an hour and find a marketplace just to see some art opening where you don't even talk with people anyway because you're an introvert and you're scared of talking with people in the first place? Now, this process is time consuming. It takes hours and it's simply not the most efficient way to meet people anymore. In that same time, you could have gone online, for example, and talked to the 100 art people who participated in the same art channel challenge as you participated in. And by doing that, you would meet more people in a couple of hours than you would in several art opening weekends combined. Now, let's say you want to participate in art challenges. Where and how can you find them? Well, the easiest ways are probably Googling it or using Instagram and going through the hashtags related to art challenges. But if those ways are not sufficient, you could also check the comment section underneath this video where people share their recommendations of art challenges that they like, which is, by the way, something that you should be doing if you have art challenges that you recommend. Otherwise, the comment section is going to be empty, which is going to be extremely embarrassing for me. And so if you have some art challenges that you can recommend, please put them in the comment section. And you can even link to your Instagram page where you show the work that you made around that art challenge, which might result in some extra followers as well. Now, in order to make this video complete, we should be creating our own challenge and launch it at the end of the video with like a cool name, like Orlember or Sculpturary or something like that. But let's face it, at the moment I recorded this, I only have 8,000 subscribers or something like that. And so that would mean that only 3 people would participate in the challenge, which is kind of embarrassing. And so we're not going to do that. Hope to see you around in another video. Ciao, ciao.